Improv spouses.
Shows, indie teams, class showcases, and so I had this idea for this show about a year ago of sort of a chance to sort of see the other side of it. And by the other side, I mean the significant other side. So kind of a chance to ask sort of our better halves as improvisers, kind of who have to put up with show after show after show after show, and not just the shows, but hearing us talk about what we thought about the show. And that can sometimes be 2 to 3 times longer than the actual show. So then I thought, oh, well, this will be great. I'll give an opportunity to tell the other side. So I sent out an email and I got a response, oh, great idea, I'll ask so-and-so, I'll ask so-and-so. And then I found out that I got sort of 2 basic responses. The first one was, oh, I'm sorry, he or she would love to, but they're going to be out of town. And I thought, oh, right, of course, because if you're going to pick a weekend to be out of town, Improvapalooza is probably a good one, because you basically have lost your significant other to improv for the entire weekend. And then, but of all of that, I did get 4 very brave volunteers. So if you could give a hand for our 4 improv. That we can talk about, and we're all kind of sitting backstage, very nervous, but we're all back here now. So we could just start by just saying your name and who your significant other is, and maybe what group you're going to.
My name is Kim, and I am the wife of Sean Ellis, who's in Caveat.
My name is Peggy, and I am the significant other of David Sewell, who is in season 6.
My name's Leslie, and my boyfriend Evan Bihar takes a lot of classes here and is now starting a musical a cappella improv.
Yeah.
My name is Matthew Kerr, and I'm the boyfriend of this lovely and talented.
Okay, so first question, and you can answer it in any order that you want. When you first were introduced to the world of improv and the world of wit, what were some first impressions that you had?
I can answer that. I actually felt like this was a really supportive group. When David first started, it seemed like everyone was really supportive. It really was encouraging, and it felt like a really nice place to be around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was like our 3rd date that we went to Herald Night, and I thought everyone was really nice. Everyone was really interested in meeting me, but I also thought everyone was honestly really weird. I think like someone who works on the Hill and just like interact with a lot of that like very buttoned-down Washington. That wit is really not like that at all.
And I was saying, like, it's very bold to go to Herald Night on a 3rd date, because it's kind of like, here's my entire social family. You know? You're my new girlfriend. So that's very bold. Very bold.
Well, if I may start. You're welcome. Congratulations, because really, this whole thing is just a ploy to get me out here. But yeah, I definitely just noticed the community of it. I think I referred to it as like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood or something. Everybody knew each other, and it was just really supportive. It was nice.
So another question is, after seeing all of the, how many shows do you think that you've seen now that you've come here?
I have to
How many good ones? Is that
Shows in general. Shows in general.
I mean, I've been to the Del Close Marathon like 3 times.
Wow. That's commitment.
I definitely love watching it.
think I must be over in the triple digits at this point. I think a lot. Yeah.
All right. So, since you've seen all these shows, what's the strangest thing that you've seen your significant other do on stage?
I definitely saw Sean gives another guy CPR in a show once. That was interesting.
Was it like CPR, like the person is here and I'm here?
No, it was like they were like spread eagle on the floor, climbing over each other.
Last night you spent the entire show crawling around on stage. That wasn't the strangest thing I've ever seen. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, I was very impressed earlier today. Evan did a one-man show, and he was My Little Pony and He-Man, alternately. And as My Little Pony, I didn't know you could do this. He actually was on all fours, and he jumped over two of these stools.
Yeah, it was incredible. So the show was that people from the audience would physically tell him what to do, and then he would do it and justify it with what he was saying. And so most of it was like, okay, lie down, roll over. And then one of the audience volunteers was like, okay, gallop like a pony, jump over these stools using just your knees, and then land on the other side. And I was like, oh no, injury. But he did it. It was amazing.
I don't know. There's probably a lot of strange things, so I can't really think of something that stands out. But I heard that David took his clothes off the other day. Here for that.
And not improv clothes, but actual clothes.
Actual clothes, yeah.
It's on video.
Yeah. So when other people, like coworkers or something, are asking you about what your significant other does, what improv is, how would you explain improv to someone who doesn't know anything about it?
I actually usually send out invitations at work to some of the shows here, and I usually try to explain it. I basically just say he gets on stage and makes things up, and it's funny. So
That's a good description.
Yeah, like he's an actor, but he doesn't have a script.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I say, have you seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, it's not that. That's short form, we look down. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of into it now. I mean, one of the things I've kind of gotten out of this is like, a lot of, improv has sort of become like a really cool thing. People kind of identify with it now, and like 30 Rock and stuff, like it's a hilarious show, and there's a lot of jokes in there about it that I get now. People kind of know what it is, and they respect it.
So this next question is maybe a little bit of a contentious question. And I know what the answer is for you, Matt, but when you see shows, and then at the end of the show, your significant other says, oh, how did I do? How honest are you?
I'm really honest. I am. I've told him, like, you've done better. But most of the time, I'm supportive, right?
Totally.
But I think that he appreciates when I tell him the truth. I wouldn't want to be like, you were great when when I have seen him do better. So, okay.
I think I've gotten increasingly honest as the years have passed. It doesn't sting quite as much anymore. And I also think that Sean is his worst critic, so he's always going to be harsher on himself than I am anyway.
Okay.
I was really, really nervous the first time I saw Evan do a showcase, because I was like, what if he really sucks at this? Fortunately, he doesn't. And also, I definitely get more critical as the conversation goes on. I start out with, oh, you did really well, and then he's also his worst critic, and he's like, well, I didn't like this or this. And I'm like, well, and then it goes from there.
Okay.
I'm also incredibly honest. He is great.
Now, one time I did have a show at Herald Night, and I was very excited how it went. And I was like, you know, when you have a show and it goes well, it's kind of this buzz, this glow, and you're like, woohoo, yes, yes. And I went up to Matt and I was like, oh, did you see your show? And he was like, eh. It's okay. I mean. So then this was actually a question that Matt came up with, which was, is your significant other constantly trying to get you to do improv yourself?
Not constantly.
It comes up though, right?
Yeah, he brings it up every so often. I finally did sign up for a free workshop this time. So.
All right. And you guys have actually taken classes.
Yeah, we're kind of cheating, I guess, a little.
Yeah, I just finished my 1A class, which was awesome. No, he doesn't, I mean, he's supportive. I've always been interested in it, but have been too scared. And so I was like, you should take it, so no pressure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the same thing. I mean, I had done some theater work and some scripted stuff years ago, so I have enough of a background that I was looking for something fun and different to do, and Sean recommended it, but no pushing.
So, and Matt, you're here today. So.